Shalom, and welcome to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul, your Biblical Hebrew podcast. Shalom and welcome to our Biblical Hebrew podcast. Today I would like to speak to you about one verse from Genesis 11:30. We shall read the verse together and see what does the Bible mean, what the sages are saying, and how Isaac was born from this verse. Genesis 11:30. ותהי שרי עקרה, אין לה ולד. And Sarai was barren. She had no child. The sages are saying very interesting lore or telling, very interesting lore about the name Sarai. They say that Sarai had no womb, or even better, she did not have a house of womb, a house or a home of womb. What do they mean by saying this? To understand the depths of the wisdom, we shall look into the name Sarai. The name Sarai has 3 letters: Shin, Resh, and Yod. The last letter of her name, Yod, has the value of 10 because Yod is the 10th letter in the Hebrew alphabet. Since it is 10, 1, 0, we can relate to it like as 1 because 10 holds the potential of the 1. A human hand has 1 thumb and 4 simple fingers. The direction of the thumb, if we look at our right palm, is always to the heavens, upwards, when the rest of the 4 fingers are turning to the side, and they have 90 degrees angle to the thumb. A human palm consists of 1 thumb and simple 4 fingers. Why do I mention this fact? To connect between what the sages are saying and the fact that Sarai was barren, or using their words, she did not have a house of womb, bet rechem. As we said, every human hand has a thumb and 4 fingers. The combination of 1 thumb and simple 4 fingers enables us to have a palm. We can hold things, a glass of water, we can write a letter, we can brush our teeth. With our palm, we have a relation to the world, to the tangible world. As we mentioned, Sarai has the letter Yod in her name. Yod is 10 or 1 or like thumb. In other words, she doesn't have the 4 simple fingers. It's like a person only with a thumb, without having the rest of the 4 fingers. He cannot hold a glass. What can we do with only 1 thumb, with only the potential? And this is why the sages were saying she did not have a house of womb, because the 4 fingers as for equivalent to the letter Dalet. The letter Dalet is the fourth letter in the Hebrew alphabet, like the letter Delta, Dalet, in Greek Delta, like in English D, A, B, C, D, the fourth letter, or Delta, or Dalet, and to enable Sarai to have a right vessel to have a child, she needs the number 4, or in other words, the letter Dalet. When we add the letter Dalet to her name, and instead of writing the letter Yod at the upper part of the line, we write, pay attention, 3 letters, Shin, Resh, Daled, and at the foot of the Dalet we put the Yod, lowering the Yod downwards. We have a new name, Shin, Resh, Hey, Sarah, because by adding the 4, the letter Dalet, into her name, we are creating with the Dalet and the Yod, the 4 and the 1, a palm, a vessel. In this vessel, Sarah, with the letter Hey now, could receive a pregnancy. But this is only one side of the coin. What is the other side of the coin? The other side of the coin is the name of her husband, Abram. Abram is written with 4 letters, Aleph, Bet, Resh, Mem, Avram. Avram is 243, and the meaning of Avram is High Father, meaning High Father refers to the soul or to the cause of life. We need a manifestation. So Abram needs a vessel, palm, meaning the number 5 or the letter He. And so we see in the Bible that Abram got the letter He into his name. Now he has a name with 5 letters, Avraham, and the value of Avraham with the letter He, with a value of 5, is 248. 248 is the value of Rechem in Hebrew, a womb. So, what did we find out in this conversation? With the name Sarai for a woman and Avram with 4 letters for the man, the combination of names cannot deliver a child because none of those names have a vessel and need a palm to conceive new life, because they don't have any deficiency. Not Sarai and not Avram, they don't have a deficiency for the temporal. But since God promised Abram, God keeps his promise, not because Sarai and Avram need a child, but because this is God's word. And in order to enable this transformation, each one of them gets a palm. What is a palm? A vessel. What is a vessel? A letter. The letter He, which its value is 5, like the 5 fingers that every human hand has. So what did we learn in this conversation? There is no lack of the infinite goodness. What we are lacking in general is the right vessel. And the right vessel, or the appropriate vessel, comes in time when we are ready. Thank you for your listening. Have a beautiful day and wonderful week. Thank you for listening to Bible Stories as Blueprints of the Soul. We hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you have any questions, comments, or would like to hear more about a certain topic, just write us an email to hebrew@learnoutlive.com. We are always happy to hear from you. For more episodes, videos, and articles like this, please visit our website at hebrew.learnoutlive.com. We also would like to invite you to join our live classes. Just search for Online College of Biblical Hebrew on Facebook and start learning now with students from all over the world. Koltuv and Shalom.